some tissues?
Some on my one. Yeah.
Thanks. You start. So, just getting out what I need. What I need on the top, nothing else. Try today when you're doing your models, when you've finished with a wet wipe, into your bag. Yeah. Just as a habit, if you get into like a bit of a clean practice, especially if they're a bit of a bleeder, they don't want to sit up and see all the blood. Do you know? It's just not attractive. And you don't want to see it either. Do you know? You don't want to keep looking over, I think. So, go in with my wands first. I'm just going to take your fluff off. A lot of people think I'm going to shave their eyebrow at this time, so I just say I'm just taking that downy hair, the fluff. Do you know, like dermaplaning? Do you know, like all I'm doing is taking it around the guide. I'm not doing anything else.
Where can you get those from?
They're in our bag.
They're in your bags, but Amazon, Amazon eyebrow razors.
Right.
You've got everything in that bag. You've got the
We've actually
cling film.
run out in
all
here,
that.
so I don't.
Pink things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, my bag's...
Is your bag still here?
No, it's at home, but...
Right, so I'm just taking off that little hair there.
It's literally everything we use.
yeah.
To start us off.
Yeah.
So we've actually run out in here. This might be like the only one we've got, so I'm gonna try not to use it again. Literally yesterday I was like, oh my god, like we've gone through them. So it's fine, we've got tweezers. So I'm happy with that. So I'm now gonna show you two little tricks, and this one, so then I can put this down. So the first thing I'm gonna do is mark in my spine. Okay, so you're gonna mark in your spine. So just put the mascara wand, have a little look. So can anyone kind of see where the hair direction changes? Yeah. So this is going to be like your 4 strokes into your spine. So this is like your typical one that you get like a lot of the time. Obviously, like I said the other day, you have got different ones. Everyone's got a different spine, so you can like do 5 strokes at the front beforehand. But if in doubt at the moment, just do the pattern. Yeah. No one's going to look at it and go, oh, that's not my spine. Do you know?
Yeah, probably don't even know.
Exactly. So, really thin. Press it in. And I still do this. So I never just guess. So then you don't want it to be 50-50 down the end. You want less space at the bottom, more space at top. So just pushing it down like that. Come across, do this one at the same time. You can see it really well on this brow. Okay. And then if you're in doubt of any lines before you start, just grab them all back in. Okay, so that one's done. Down. Hopefully not going to use that again, okay? White pencil, or white gel pen, onto right on top of your actual line. So not above, not under, in. Yeah? Okay, the other way you can do it, which I'll do on the other eyebrow, is do what we did yesterday. So you can do both if you wanted to, or you can just do one or the other. Okay, so that's kind of going through the guide, that's going to protect the guide. That will stay on for longer than that.
Would you put that pencil on the top?
Yeah, you can do the top bit.
Can.
You can do the top bit as well if you want to. Just to cut out your art. Like at home, sometimes I'll just cut out my arches. Do you know? Like, or you can go right the way through. Do you know? There's no reason you can't do whatever you want. Do you know? Some people use like concealer and a concealer brush. Do you know? Like, and actually cut out their design. Okay. Yeah. That one goes down. Don't need that one. I actually put my art print down there as well. So got my numb, push, my colour. And then, right, so now I'm going to get my position right before I start. Get my glasses to unsteam. Do you know, like as soon as you start, your glasses will steam up, so just let them unsteam for a sec. If you put fairy liquid on them, apparently it does work.
Must leave like a little film on it.
Yeah, I mean sometimes I will do that, do you know, because I'm like, oh, for God's sake, do you know? So
They got their eyes closed, can't see.
sometimes though, they've known and you're like, ah, da, da. You know, if you know what COVID safe server, you're like, da, da. Fine, so we're working at 9 at the moment, so obviously, oh God, 9. This is quite loud. Is it because it's so quiet in here?
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like normal?
It feels like mine.
Does it? Oh, okay. Hold in for a good few seconds. That first one. Okay, have a little look. Is everyone happy with that needle length? It's not a trick question.
Yeah.
What's the answer? Okay, so I'm comfy. Literally, I'm getting in. You right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Ready?
shuffle back actually about an inch towards me. That's it. Okay, so I'm actually going to come up. I work quite high up over to start with, then I lower myself down. So I'm going to get a nice stretch. That first stroke is probably not even going to touch the skin much when we wipe. That's fine, you're just assessing. You do not want to go in too deep on that first stroke. Do you know?
Right.
If you're really scared, you can obviously start, and we can start doing the strokes from here, lying them flat. So you can start from the tail if you wanted to. I just never
Are
do.
we line ours in with the hair?
Do you want to? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to? Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
See, Jane did and hated it. Yeah. Jane absolutely hated it. So she tried it on day 2, was it?
Yeah.
And
First
hate-
set of
yeah.
hair strokes,
Yeah.
and I found like I couldn't, because of the black pen, I couldn't see
See.
where the needle was going in.
So
And
it
I
kind of, it's like, you know,
didn't
like it can
use it
hinder, but
second
it can
day.
also help. So you've got to assess it. I find that exactly what, I can't find that I'm, know where I'm going.
The pen sticker and
Can't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
end
can't
up
see.
like,
I felt like-
everything kind of goes, like I can't feel the pressure as well. I can't, like everything kind of just doesn't work as well.
That's why you need to know it in your head, don't
Yeah,
you?
that's it. So I know the pattern. I know what I'm doing. I've got 4 strokes and I'm going into the spine. That's all it. The first one, what's the first stroke?
the little one.
Okay, let's do that one. So, stretch. Whichever way you want to stretch, do not stretch into this side. You need to stretch out, okay? Into the skin. In. Sorry, this is when you can't see me. So, I can already feel like I haven't got any stability on my arm. So I'm going to bring my arm down.
Is it sort of easier finding the flow because the hairs are going that way?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, first stroke.
Can I just try and...
Yeah, literally, so fine. Yeah? Okay, so I'm gonna keep dabbing. Get my needle right. There you go. Now I'm going to come straight round and work on my side. I lost my legs, but this is a sin. So I can now lean. Brush the hair out the way. And flick it past. Okay? It just flicks past the guide. So it's kind of 1, 2, 3. The next one's going to come right up through the guide. Okay? Get in a bit closer. Elbow on. Move the hairs out of the way. it might feel like you're wobbling, but you're not when you're in the skin. It's the vibrations. And flip. Okay, I've still got loads of ink in there, I don't need to. So now I'm going to come into my spine, okay? If everyone goes and gets a pair of gloves on, and I can start feeling this pressure into the spine. How's it feel?
Not for the thing.
There you go. It's just you start putting it just like underneath there. Let me pick up some more ink.
Put yours down on there.
Thank you.
And those first few strokes you want to be super light, so these will hardly be touching the skin, but it'll be enough just as an indication. You start feeling your flow by like stroke 4. Do you know, like you can feel that skin, you can feel it's in. It's a bit like when you're doing it with the ombre yesterday. The first bit you probably didn't even have it in, do you know? So it's just kind of feeling that friction. Right, okay. So let me get it into the skin. Okay. And I'm going to put their little finger in. Okay, ready? Put your finger like there. You put it in first. Yeah, just leave it there. You feel something?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Feel the vibration.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you're ready, you can just chuck it down. Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you see they're flat, long, flat strokes? And they'll look liney to start with, won't they? When you first saw Dave's at first, they look liney and then they all break up at the end. Okay, so they're long. This next one's going to be so long. Coming in. You can even get it a little bit longer. Okay, that's the first little tiny drop of blood. Dab. Pulling it down, out. There you go, and spreading that skin. I'm going a little bit more careful on this tail because this is where she's going to just show a tiny bit bloody. Okay, so now I'm going to back of my chair, down, lower, come in. If anyone hasn't, they can just stick it by my little finger. Okay, that's my last stroke there. So now I'm going to bring her face back up and I'm coming in over the top. So I'm going to come in just under here. And these are long, strands.
Long enough.
Yeah, that's my top ones.
Into the side, but I'm not touching my guide, okay?
You haven't touched the
No, I haven't touched them together.
time marked in.
So yes, I've just literally hovered.
You mean the top line of the spine?
Yeah, the spine's still here.
Yeah, so you...
So I pushed all my under ones into the spine, whereas the top ones I'm just hovering outside a bit because I don't want to touch them yet.
Okay. Is that when you get that wishbone thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
next one I'm going to come along the top of my guide. So I haven't changed my guide. Down. And then one just on the outside edge. Done, first pass, that's all we need. Okay? Shimmer. Bit of pigment. We're just going to rub. I can feel that they're in because they can feel like a little bit of a friction on them.
So you rub quite hard with the
Yeah, I rub it in. Like, get it in. Because I am quite light-handed. Like, these are the little things that I always know that I have to get it in.
That just helps to get it in where you've just tattooed, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go. So first pass.
Your sleep yet, Jane?
In.
Yeah.
Light, but it's in. Can you just see?
Sorry, that took probably ages. There's loads of organs, Jen.
Is there? Oh, what is it? What are they? What was it? Everything.
Yeah, push, full sexy monikers, loads of afterings.
Yeah. So those first strokes are already just in, but they're in enough. That's fine. It's gonna look good.
So, right, so.
Bit of push.
How's it feel, Jane?
Yeah, all right. I can't really feel it.
Good.
Bit of tag.
It's nice for you to know how
Yeah.
it feels.
And then
I thought it was
bit
gonna.
of pigment.
I thought I was gonna feel more than I can feel.
Don't mix your tag too much in your pigment. Use the different end so you can change the consistency. And then you can obviously, if you want to, you can wrap that with cling film.
Do you want some or not? No.
Okay, other side. Get yourself positioned right again. You found your flow now, so you know that skin, you know how it is. So it's a lot easier. So, comfy. In. Down. Hover. Okay, I'm in the skin now, I'm starting. And you can just etch as well. Do you like, so you don't have to, you can etch and drag. Not do one drag in so you can see. It's slippery. I've got some like tag on or something.
See, like how they were sitting, like she's sort of up and over
And in. And then I do go to my style.
Like this, like you are on the latex at the front, and then like, yeah, she'll probably go
Come down around. Do you know that?
That's
I need to be
front, and
over
yeah.
to get that pen. Do you know if I'm too low, you can't get the position. So spread. Start your air motion. Gently come down into the skin. There you go. You can drag as well. Whatever you fancy. And also you can do different hand positions as well, so you don't have to be on this thingy, you can do that. You know? Is that what you do? I couldn't do any more, that's it. You can go in like that and go in. Can't do that.
Size of hands, etc.
Okay? So it's slow. Slow, slow, slow. Slow is fast with hair strokes. Okay, one more and run to a spine. I am on my guide, so you can see I'm just losing it, but I'm going to just push it back and back. Is it hot in here, is it no?
Put the aircon on, is it? Or?
Yeah, do you mind? Okay, and then I'm going into my spine. I can still see the line, so I'm not panicking because I can still see it. If If I couldn't see it, I'd pick up my pen, okay? Oh, that's better. I think these masks are really hot ones, these black ones. I think the blue ones feel like they're
More airy.
breathe. What's that?
Standing up on our own today.
Have you missed it?
Sent me a picture.
Oh, she's standing up.
No. Oh, that's a shame.
Don't send it to me, just let her do it later.
Oh.
Why'd you do that for?
Oh no, she would've just waited.
If they don't think like...
No.
He's just probably got really excited there, probably. It worked too much, I think.
Coming around.
Yeah, unfortunately, James, we can't have it all.
Can't, someone's got to give.
Someone's gift, isn't it? I know. We wish we could, but we can't.
Yeah.
Oh, so true. Spreading it, really big stretch.
That scissor stretch might be the one.
I found myself doing that a bit yesterday, I think.
Because I work for chat, I don't do it, but I think that is the way that I find this different. Not different, like different, but I think that scissor stretch will actually, you get your stretch either side of that template and you won't lose it.
It feels probably a little bit more natural as well.
You just have to, it will feel weird here at first, but once you get that stronger, that'll be the one, I reckon.
Come down. Chair goes down. Reposition if I need to. Drag it down. Face moves to the side. My elbows on. Needles up the wrong way. And one more, just get a tiny one in there. Okay, so I do a bit of etch and drag. Do you know, like, so whatever works. Okay, so then back up to the top. Coming in under, so I can just see that. So, but if I was you, I would pencil that back in. Okay. So in, lifting my needle up again. So now I'm going to move to that stretch. What's that? Does it?
You know those chairs that make your...
Yeah, I know. Need all that.
I was going to get your hair, ask for your hair straighteners. It's all
Do you lose a lot when your hair goes
No, it's just, I don't know if it's thyroid thing. When I was around probably 17,
Really?
really thinned out.
I lost all mine. Because my hair was your length, and then when I had my first daughter, I just had it all
I'm
cut
just
short.
worried that when I find that I can stop the breastfeeding, it's all going to fall out. So
It takes that time.
yeah. Well, I'm on those.
Did it thicken it from being pregnant then?
Really?
Probably won't fall out then.
It's
normally-
That's great. I use my Alcin every day, so it's really hard to. I started using that.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably last 3 months. I used to
Have you
use
got
it.
they do like the sprays and treatments, don't they?
I don't like leaving things in. I just don't know if that's
Okay.
damage and milk.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
know.
probably say.
I'll get on that.
I haven't used it for years, but I think the mood breastfeeding and stuff, you shouldn't. Yeah.
I've just got a little basic
Wait,
and I'm
no.
Botox.
See that?
I need to sort myself out.
You know, we do a
To
lot
go
like
back
Jane
into
as a
the
stone
wild.
age.
When are you having your phyllo?
Oh, I see. He didn't really like rave about it, so I was a bit like, don't know.
I really like the sound of that. I
Yeah. But he was like, it's like he said, it's quite minimal changes. Do you know the phyllo? It's $2.50 each time. You need 2 treatments, and he just said it makes your makeup glide on, and you get a little bit of a glow underneath.
Doesn't it?
But it doesn't plump.
Oh, it
No, it doesn't.
doesn't.
He said it doesn't really plump your skin.
Hyaluronic acid.
Yeah,
just an
underneath.
injection, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like better
Right,
than
right.
using the acid. But he didn't like go, oh my god, it's amazing. He said it's good alongside lots of things.
Right.
But I don't know if I want to spend £500 and feel